More light, everybody. Thank you for tapping into another episode of Unbiased Opinions. We're your host, the spiritual wanderer Suave.
And the fat nigga 3. I had a nigga call me fat, bro. I had to say that. I was hooping, bro. Nigga said, yo, what am I supposed to do with his big ass? Dang. I was killing his ass, bro. They wanted to switch. They was like, man, you want me to guard? He's like, what the fuck you ever do with his big ass?
I wasn't ready for the toss back.
Hold on, bro. What the fuck?
I wasn't ready for the toss back.
I feel like I got that big, man. I'm a little heavier than I used to be, but god damn.
Yeah, you be throwing it over. You be throwing some.
Nigga, the first time I got OG, I was pissed.
Oh yeah,
bro, I was hot. I was like, man, I ain't that fucking old. We was at the park, nigga, me and the homies, and there's, younger niggas there. It was like, we got OG. I said, man, what the fuck y'all talking about?
Like, y'all talking about me? Y'all ain't talking about me.
Man, fuck you. OG, I made it there. And I had to think about it when I was 18, bro, when we was hooping at parks. The 30-year-old niggas, it was OGs. I was like, damn, bro. It's happening. Congratulations.
And today we join with a special guest today. Ashley.
Hello.
You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
So,
you got an introduction?
Las Vegas native, born and raised.
It ain't many of us.
Yeah.
It ain't many of us. I'm happy about that.
It's not up top,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you can pull it closer.
Oh, I can put this closer like this?
Yeah.
You know, you guys, I'm a newbie. 2 seconds.
There you go.
Y'all hear me good? Okay, so, I don't want to yell in it. That's why I'm
No,
saying
you can yell on it a little bit.
I got that bad.
No.
Loud. Okay. But, yeah, Las Vegas native. Glad to be here. Glad to be asked to be here, to present my opinion.
Right.
Unbiased opinions.
Unbiased.
You already know.
So, yeah, I'm glad to be here. Hopefully I make a good impression, or might not. But, we'll see.
Well, you representing for the women today, so.
Yeah, I'm representing for the women, representing for the mothers,
hey.
and, et cetera, et cetera.
I feel that. Yeah. And, as always, we got producer RyRy back in the building. Thank goodness.
He's back on the buttons, bro. We'd be stressed without this nigga,
yeah.
man.
Thank goodness. Like,
My
you
bad.
My bro.
Yeah, I be sweating sweating bullets when he not here because I got to work all these controls.
We'll be like, peace.
Yeah,
you press the buttons, try to get the camera off.
Peace. God dang it. I be looking for the controls. Like, man, they be sitting with me for like 2 minutes looking.
Hey, Swap. So what's something? Not both of y'all.
Okay.
So what's something that increasingly bothering you the older you get? Something that didn't used to bother you so much, but the older you get, it's just like a nagging thing.
You know what? The one that's getting me, and it's going on recently, like a lot, is like the lack of like critical thinking.
Ooh, facts.
That joint, because you see so much of it. Like people are so easily offended, but they don't know how to like think with reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like actually
past their own bullshit.
They
right.
don't know what they're offended of. Like, you're just offended to be offended because Facebook told you you're offended. Crazy. What is wrong with you?
The homie said noise. And I was like, oof, I feel that one too. Because, like, when you get little, you just be tapping on shit, banging on shit, everything crazy. You don't care. Bro, the older I got, like, random noises, I'd be like, hey, yo, that's enough. Like, my kids would be doing stuff, like, just making weird noises with their mouth, just chilling, too. They don't be trying to bother me. I'm just like, hey, yo.
What you doing, man? Where'd it come from?
Really? What is that?
Yeah. Like, why are you making them noises for?
Mine is emotional immaturity.
Oh, yeah?
Like, the older I get, the more I'm frustrated by people who have zero control over their emotions. Where, like, it's their crutch. When they do fuck shit or when they say fuck shit, they always fall back on, well, I was mad. Or, well, I was just in my feelings. And I'm like, bro, we can't do this forever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't know how to control it?
At some point, you feel me? I'm not saying, and me, I'm wholeheartedly okay with anybody being emotional, male or female. It makes me no difference. You can have emotions. You should still learn how to control them somewhat as an adult person.
But let me ask you this. Like, okay, so where's the wiggle room for people that weren't taught that? People that haven't been, they didn't experience people who had emotional maturity.
At 33,
their spaces that they're in, the people that they're surrounded by, people in situations that don't have that. They just know nothing about that. how do you deal with that outside of staying away from them? You know what I'm saying? Like, as a friend, what would you do?
I wiggle away from them.
That's
that's my wiggle room.
I agree.
Because there's only so much.
Asking.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm A-okay with somebody being emotional or somebody having emotions. That's fine. No problem there.
Yeah.
We all human.
Yeah, of course.
But god damn it, at some point we don't have a cap.
I mean,
we're gonna keep running to the same wall.
There's absolutely a cap. But I have to say that I feel like a larger percentage of people that, let's say from Vegas, that we went to high school with, were not privy to emotional intelligence.
Nor was I.
Y'all seen Cheyenne, okay?
And I went to Western.
Listen,
okay, so
I tapped there for a little bit, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But I didn't have that either. But see, I'm far detached from high school, and so are all of us. Yeah, so like at no point in our life have we. You ain't tried none. And it's about 15 years. It's about time for us to try a little bit.
So does it not have anything to do with mental health? When does it turn over from emotional maturity to mental health?
Oh, and then you know what? That's something that you're gonna have to deal with. I don't have to.
No, agreed. Absolutely agreed. I'm just asking.
No, for real. And it's a lot of times that's the case. You know, where like it might be depression. It might be anxiety. It might be social anxiety. It might be anything that's triggering you to be that way.
Gotta be.
But I'm not here to sign. I didn't sign up for that.
Gotta be. I agree. Absolutely. Step to the left. To the Lou kangaroo.
And look, it ain't fuck you, but handle that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is frustrating to deal with people who don't know how to handle their emotions. Just because it's like there's only so much you can handle when people try to excuse it off as like I was just this. And it's like, all right, like
again.
So you don't know how not to be angry all the time, or you don't know how not to be sad, or you don't know how not to be overly this. You know, like some people be aggressive with it, and then they don't know how to. They just explain it away as this is this and that's it, and it's like no, we need to unpack that. Yeah, we need to.
You mean?
Yeah, like
you're mean. You're rude. Like every time you're mad, you're angry. Like bro, like with everybody, me, the kids, your other friends, like. This is what you do every time that you're not in the greatest of moods, and you want us to do what? We supposed to be understanding?
Yeah.
You know what? He just be tripping sometime.
Yeah.
No.
Like, I used to have to deal with that from my mama. She gonna watch this and cuss me out just for this. But yeah, she had to get on my head. But yeah, she'll just come home mad. If it was work, whatever it was, she'll be mad.
I think that was
and you about to get cussed out. You about to face the rain
across the board though, bro. I
can't say nothing.
How many people did your parents not do that?
I mean, my mama still do that.
Okay, did yours not do that?
Live right now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, but you see, but that's what I'm saying. Like that, and I don't want to say it's a black parent thing. I always do that when I'm talking to people, but I only know my experience with my friends. Most of my friends are black, so I always say that's a black parent thing. Like. Motherfuckers used to come home from work, bro, or come home with anything, a relationship issue, whatever, and they come home and your kids, they on the grill to them like, man, first of all, I ain't do it.
Yeah.
Why you coming here mad? I didn't do it.
That does go back to the emotional intelligence, but depending on who you're dealing with, you gotta understand you're not dealing with them, you're just dealing with the residue of whatever it is that they come from. Or,
I don't like that.
You know.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either. I'm just saying that you know, that's when you know, like, this is not something you can get over. This is who you are at this point. I'm cool.
Like, have you ever got the situation where your mom would be like, which one of y'all did it? And don't nobody say nothing? All y'all getting a whooping.
Everybody.
And then you sit there looking like, what? Just because you mad? Like, wait, I got to face the rain?
Everybody?
Yeah, like we all got to
You don't want to do no detective work?
Yeah.
Pull us all in a room like the police and get one of us a snitch. You feel me? Don't say who said it.
I'll take it many L's off of that.
Well, what?
Like, listen.
All of us.
We went to the pool one time, and I you know, obviously my hair was wet. Ryan couldn't prove anything. Until she went in the laundry, his pants were soaking wet. She was like, I'm gonna whoop his. I said, yes. So,
it was good. You figured it out though, it wasn't I until.
Yeah.
She figured it out, man. She was good.
Yeah.
Parents are some detectives though. I ain't gonna lie though.
I was just having a convo with somebody telling them that, like, now, right? We all got kids and we hear them say the dumbest shit to us. They tell us the dumbest lies, right? And we look at them like, man, You really thought that shit was gonna work? But then I had to think like when we were kids, even the lies I put together.
It made sense.
You feel me? Like I come home, I know I'm gonna be in trouble. I get my story together. I'm talking about like from the beginning of the day to right now walking in the door. Yeah. And my mama knew I was lying in 2 minutes, and I'm like,
it's valid because you had way too many pieces of that story.
Yeah.
You're lying.
But I thought it was good. Yeah. Like I feel like I put this together. My mom every time to my immediate, I was like, either she really good or I'm dumb.
Yeah, my mom was good. And she was good.
No, we were dumb.
Yeah, that too.
That's what was happening. We thought we were better than we were.
Yeah.
Because now I look at my kids and I when they tell me something, I'm like, okay, so I'm stupid then.
Yeah.
That's what you tell me.
And it's how they tell it too. You can, kids, they be stuttering through it. You can tell they be
looking left and right.
You be looking at them like, yeah, don't even finish what you saying. Because at this point,
and now you playing with me.
You in the red.
Now you want to play with me.
Super red.
Now, not only are you lying, but you're telling me a stupid ass lie, so you gotta think I'm stupid.
Lie detector beeping on you. you going off the rail.
Shit big going on.
Yeah. What about you?
What's yours?
What's my what?
Your thing that's bothering you now more so than it used to
my
with age.
Oh my goodness. Honestly, can I say this respectfully? It's the me as a woman having to give my pronouns.
Ooh,
I really didn't want to go there.
I'm not mad at you for that.
I really didn't want to go there.
They asked me that at school.
And I mean, very respectfully. I just, they were like, I'm going to meetings and I have to like change and I'm in meetings all day long.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to change my name to like she, her. And they're like, what are your pronouns? My name is Ashley. Like, respectfully.
Shit has got so complicated.
I do not want to go there with you. Like, because if I'm like, hey, girl, and you say, oh, I'm not a girl. I'm like, my bad. Cool, bro. Cool, sis. Whatever. My name is Ashley. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Leave it at that. I just would prefer to leave it at that.
Me, Trey.
That's it.
Trey, look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me. What's my pronouns?
I definitely get you on that. You know what I mean? The frustration on that for sure. Because like, man, because you don't know sometimes.
I'm trying to keep
and
up
it's like,
with life.
If I just see you,
if
I just see you in passing, and I'm just like, what's up? And my natural instinct is like,
me off.
Yeah, how you doing, girl? And you be like, girl. I'm gonna be like,
yeah.
Yes, Charles.
Yes, girl.
It's gonna take me all the way. I'm gonna start trying to calculate the question marks.
And
you remember the equations gonna come up.
The nigga at GameStop? It was like, it's ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, what the fuck? No, it's not. Look at you. Listen to you. What do you mean it's ma'am? It's ma'am. God, I can be a motherfucking fool. You want me to call you ma'am? I'm looking at you. I can hear you. I have
way bigger fish to fry right now. I am such a good person. I am so cool with whoever you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And and I hate to be the person, like, I have black friends. Like, it's not like that. It's just, I'm cool with whoever you want to be is none of my business. Unless you are disrespecting or coming into a space to where it matters. But we're not going to be in that space if I have to guess about what you do in your private time.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I just like, my name is Ashley. Nice to meet you. I would love to be able to leave it at that. I shouldn't have to be like, oh, girl, or hey, and act and be stumbling over the rest of the conversation that I have with you. And now I'm feeling weird. Like, I don't feel like I should have to do that.
I feel like if you want yourself to be considered, or, I guess you want people to go by a certain pronoun, then you announce it. But I feel like if you don't care like that, you shouldn't have to announce it. Why can't we
go with names, though? That's what I'm saying.
Man.
Yeah.
Just stick with...
Well, it's because, in regular conversations, sometimes if they'd be like, oh, yeah, where's so-and-so at? Oh, she over there. And then they'd be like...
I'm still going to forget.
Yeah.
If I got to say she over there, you wouldn't even know unless you're a messy-ass friend. So come on now.
Hey, man, he called you a she.
Yeah.
Ashley called you a she.
Yeah. Like, what?
Damn, bro. Like, you want us to box over her having a pussy?
But you know what? That goes back to the conversation we had last week about understanding. Like, I feel like there needs to be some understanding. Is we know automatically how
what we think. Yes.
How our mind works. So understanding that, if somebody sees you, they're gonna call you by what they might associate you by.
Mm-hmm.
And
well said.
You got to know that might be a mistake. You don't like that.
Yes.
So you got to understand and not take it personally and immediately go to offense and be like,
agreed.
I am a man. Thank you very much. And you like, all right.
Cool. Them big ass titties say otherwise, sweetheart.
And you know, it again, I mean no harm. Because you know, with the culture takes everything.
And you see how hard you gotta go? And how many times you had to say that?
Yeah, I do.
Ain't that terrible?
Listen,
Without being malicious, you see how many times that you had to.
Yeah.
Because you know somebody gonna hear this.
And it's still gonna be the same result. And honestly, at this point, whatever.
They take that. You know what? They're gonna take that little, like we was talking about earlier, that 30-second. They're gonna take that 30-second clip.
Grab by the pussy. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what y'all want from me.
The bullshit. Because
know.
anything you say gonna be that. The people you was talking about it. People who just like they want to be offended. It don't be nothing crazy, and a motherfucker will literally nitpick their way into being offended.
Yeah.
But how did you get that from anything I said? Like I never disrespected you. I never even came at you foul or nothing. You like, so basically you said, bitch.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I did not say
no
that.
harm.
I did not say that.
I meant no harm.
I did not say that. I hate when I finish a whole statement, right? And the motherfucker be like, so basically what you saying is, I'm like, oh, this bitch, you didn't hear shit.
They start adding stuff to.
You didn't hear nothing.
To
Because
what you said.
If you ask me if basically what I said and I just actually said all kind of shit, and you bunched that up and formed it into whatever the fuck you felt, I don't want to talk to you no more. You didn't hear me.
Yeah.
I was clear as day. I looked at you in your eyes when I was saying it. And then you said something back to me that was way the fuck off course. I'm done with our convo.
Right.
You're not listening no way. Like, I'm talking to you and you in here. You what's that little thing that come in one way and then the colors come out?
A kaleidoscope?
I think that's what it is.
Oh.
That's what you are.
Is that what it is?
You took in my regular ass white light and turned it into a rainbow. And I'm like, oh, I don't know how you did it, but you're good. You're good. You good. And I don't want no part of that. I quit. This combo way too hard for me.
Yeah,
and
I
like,
understand. I respectfully.
Respectfully, I don't want to be offended. I don't want to offend nobody. I don't mean no harm, and you got to do that.
Yeah.
And I hate that we have to do that.
And that's why it's my ick.
But you know what? You know what though? It's because a lot of people can't handle real conversations.
Yeah.
Instead of being able to have a conversation and be like, dang, hey, you know, I don't like to be called this, you know, just to let you know, and you guys actually have a real conversation. It's more so straight to offense.
Mm-hmm.
It's always got to go straight there.
Listen,
and then from there it goes down.
Your feelings hurt no more.
Yeah.
Either. You know, back when we was kids, it was like you scraped up, beat up, everything, and it's like you still either got to go back out and fight, or you just got to live with it. Being bullied when kids were in the 90s.
That's why we
like, all right, cool. Be bullied. You know what I mean? Live with it. Now it's like you bully my kid. Now everything is to an extreme to where you can't say anything to an adult. This is how you made me feel. I'm gonna make a bill. I'm gonna change the law. Like, bro, whoa. Wow.
Damn.
All this stuff.
Wow.
Then you got to have a whole apology out and all this stuff. And then all this stuff.
Respectfully.
You know what? That's real though. Like motherfuckers can't have their feelings hurt today.
Yeah.
Have you hurt anybody's feelings? It's to the roof.
No.
It's to the roof.
But you know what's crazy though? Is they still hurt feelings, but in a sneaky way now. So it's like, they be like, you can't hurt my feelings, but I'll still hurt your feelings, but in a sneaky way. I'm gonna do it in a sneaky way because I'm offended.
Yeah.
So it's like, geez, like it's so, because I mean, if you want to talk about like trying to hurt feelings, they was running through us in the comments on our video.
Boy, me and Suave was both gay. We was both gay.
I didn't.
I'm talking
I don't read
right
comments.
away.
I don't read comments because they irritate me and they're not even about me.
All me and Suave was talking about is we were literally asking, what do people feel like the gay agenda is? Because, you know, like they always say that there's a gay agenda.
That's a heavy conversation.
So, but me and Suave were like, what's the agenda? That was the question we had for people. And because we asked that question, immediately, these two niggas gay. I was like, damn.
Just talking about it.
God.
You in there.
Never
And they're the ones that said there's no agenda.
Yeah.
You putting it, you gonna put us in a box immediately. Just having a conversation.
You know,
I was like,
tell people, do what you want, baby. Listen, whatever you have going on ain't got nothing to do with me. Don't worry about it. See if Big Daddy Joe get us some food stamps and some stimmies.
But you know what? Even seeing that, and then like, say today, for example, I was watching The Breakfast Club, and they was talking about, basically they said if a man had an experience with another man, would they be considered gay just from that one experience? Forever.
Absolutely.
You think so? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. But hearing the conversations of people who were talking on the radio, everybody was immediately uncomfortable. You can see
Listen,
it. I was like uncomfortability like at the max. Like just
Shut
talking about
up.
it. Like there was immediately like
watch that.
no. You're immediately, and I'm just like, gee.
And I mean, in reality, be whatever you want to be. But if you're gonna be stepping to the dark side or whatever, you let me know so we can both be in.
So you think? But do you think that?
I agree that if you were gonna be tapping with men, and we're not talking about you playing swords when you're 3. I don't know, because I've heard about that too. With a camera, whatever. I've heard about that, but. I do believe that you can't be dabbling and hanging and holding the waist and.
What about if a woman was to have an experience with a woman?
Oh, she's gay too. It's just easier for her to cover up with, but them bitches nasty too.
She said, if you dipping and dabbing.
Yeah, if you're dipping and dabbing, because what happens is you think that bumping coochies don't cause trichomosis. I'm not saying don't do it, okay? But what I'm saying is that. I'm just saying that.
I don't know what side she
It
on.
is gay. It is gay. It is gay. It is gay.
I might have to turn my social battery down.
It is gay.
I might have to go ahead and
Listen, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying don't. But
It's gay.
yeah, it's gay.
It is.
What I'll say is I don't think you can be gay totally just from having an experience.
That's what. Well, depends on what the experience it is. If this is an experience that you, again, as a young person trying to get past. So I have a friend that is near dear to my heart, and he is very prominent in the LGBTQ community. I'm not going past that, but he has young people coming to him, and that are like, "Hey, am I gay?" He's like, "Well, that is not my responsibility to try to figure out what your sexual preference is." And there's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's levels to where maybe you had an experience and you were like, absolutely not. But like, if you have an experience and you want to keep having it, yeah, you get it.
Nah,
Well, that's different.
The first one.
The first one.
Are
Then
they gay?
No. Okay, then no. Like, but it depends on how you move past that experience. But if every time you go to a bar, you like, well, that's
Want to suck a little
Well, I
dick.
mean, that-
your ass, like you,
Well, I mean that.
your
Well,
ass gay.
that would be gay.
yeah, right, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm talking about like if somebody has an experience, man or woman,
just-
with the same gender, same
Y'all
sex,
inbox me and I'll tell y'all.
then I feel like if they feel like that's not for them after that experience, they shouldn't be labeled as
No,
from
but
that.
don't tell nobody either. And you ain't got to worry about being labeled. Quit going out there telling people your business. And you ain't got to worry about being labeled. Come on, y'all. Make it make sense. If don't nobody know, can't nobody say nothing.
But that's the problem. People will label
Yeah,
people
you ain't go on
immediately.
Facebook, tell everybody you suck 3 dicks and be like, I wonder if I'm gay. Like, yeah, you're gay now, bro, and will forever be.
You gay because you said so.
Yeah.
You're not gay
Had
because
you
you
moved
did
on
it.
past that experience and close your eyes and was like, all right, I'm going to shake that off. Nobody would never know nothing. You'd be all right. You'd be cool.
I mean, they still gonna be labeled as such just because that's how
Nobody
the world
will know. Close your mouth.
You gotta
Don't
like
be at
lock
the
it up.
bars.
You gotta lock it up and put in.
Yeah, but
But I mean, what if it's the other person who told?
see, stop fucking with punch.
See, but you don't never know that till you know. Because I'll tell you what, I know women who talk way too motherfucking much. I be trying to hit bitches on the low.
No, they did.
I'm under
Men
the radar.
talk too, though.
Yeah, no, you're right. But the thing is, the stigma be that men are the chatty patties. Niggas always
Have
got to
you
get
ever
some
been
pussy
in
and
a
go tell
barbershop?
somebody. Have you ever been in a beauty salon? What are you talking about? You ever got your nails done? Women be in there talking.
Listen, I go to chain ling.
Oh, they don't be talking.
What you
Yeah.
talking about?
Nah, bro.
I
I've
don't know nothing about
been
what
around
you're
women,
talking
bro. I've been a
Listen.
product of women just. Bro, the bitch told I used to talk to him. No, you didn't. We used to talk like me and you talking right now.
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody you used to talk to me. That's crazy.
Just because we had a chat.
You in here trying to throw bitches off my scent and shit. Like, she's
That's-
like, what's up with
that's the
Trey? And the
thing.
bitch like, oh yeah, we used to talk. On the phone?
Listen.
What is you talking about? Why would you tell
It's
somebody
done,
that?
It's done now. I seen the video where the man was telling people his girl coochie stank because he didn't want nobody messing with her. People do
See,
what they
niggas
feel
be
they
wild,
need to do.
boy,
Maybe
so-
that's a compliment.
That's bullshit.
That's wild.
Maybe that's a compliment.
That's a
Yeah,
bullshit
it
ass
is wild.
compliment.
Yeah, that's
It
a
ain't it?
backhanded compliment.
Drop that zero, get you
You trying to run motherfuckers off me and shit. You like, man, this nigga don't even wash his ass good. what? Why would you tell somebody that? Because I don't want nobody else to want
I actually
you.
heard that recently.
Like, what?
I actually heard that.
That nigga stank a little bit.
Yeah,
And
like
you sucking his dick off. What do you mean he stank?
That's wild.
that's crazy to me. I don't know. I don't know
Gucci
about
cat.
that.
I don't like people talking a lot. Like I like the shit I do.
Nasty.
Okay, so would that fall under sneaky link culture?
Listen. So sneaky link culture for me is I'm gonna go ahead and say absolutely disgusting. My thing is sneaky for what? You either dealing with this person or you're not. The way we are teaching these young women and these young men on how to handle their bodies and the sacrecy of dealing with another human being is disgusting.
What do you call a sneaky link, first of all?
A sneaky link is somebody you sneaking around with. It's simple. It's simple mathematics.
Nah, see, but that's
It
it's
is.
perception.
It is.
Then everybody don't
but
view
my
sneaky
thing
links
is
that way.
Even if you most of correct me if I'm wrong, most of the videos and the memes and the things that are going around is usually a sneaky link is somebody that you're dealing with behind another person's back, whether you're dealing with that person full on or not. You're dealing with somebody behind. That's the whole sneaky link culture part.
To you see, that's what I'm saying.
That's
It's
what I'm
perception.
saying. That's what I perceive. Because I don't think that it's appropriate. I think that you should love yourself enough to be able to deal with someone in a fashion of one-on-one. It's a lot of that.
One-on-one can't be a sneaky link.
Huh?
One-on-one can't be a sneaky link.
No, it's not a sneaky link. They're trying to label. They're trying to make it that. It's not that. You
But
know what
wouldn't
sneaky link is.
can it be still if you're just not telling nobody about it?
Yes.
Wouldn't
Okay,
that
I
be?
could agree with that.
That would still be
But
considered.
the way they're perceiving and the way they're showing the children, the way they're showing the young people what sneaky link means. The kids that aren't out there, like as adults, 30 plus, we know that we can deal with another person one-on-one where it's just us two and we're just not trying to develop that relationship. But the way they're perceiving and the way they're showing it on the internet is that sneaky link means that I'm dealing with this person behind this person's back.
See, I ain't never got that though.
Okay, but that as a person that has not been in the game per se, this is the information that I feel like I'm perceiving online. This is what I'm getting online, and all I can think about is this is what these young girls are doing. That's why they're bopping out. That's why the lashes are this long. That's why there's no gray area between.
You a little judgy.
No, I'm not judging.
I'm hearing
I'm
it. It's
not
a
judging.
little bit.
I'm
It's a
not
little
judging.
judgy. It's a
not
little.
judging. I'm
You
not
talking about the
judging.
lashes and the bopping and the sneaky linking?
I do think that young women, some of the way that some of these young women dress in high school is completely inappropriate. Absolutely, 100%. I love me a good lash, honey. Love a good lash. I love a good blink, but I think that there's an appropriate way to teach a young woman how to be a young woman, and call it judging, call it what you want.
A little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can call it a lot of it. All I give a goddamn. I stand on what I said.
No, and I feel it,
stand on
but
what I
like
said.
it's in every to each his own, and that's why I always say that, because I ain't too big on like looking at people and lashes, clothes, anything like that, and like when I view them now, I'm like, she fast.
No.
Because she got lashes.
I think that's a bit excessive, because you can tell, right, wrong, or indifferent, when a young woman comes into a space, what those lashes, what those things make her do and feel. When I talk about somebody that's performing, because as a dancer,
No, we talking about regular high school kids. My daughter's a senior. She 18.
Okay, listen, that's a young woman. That's not no kid. That's a young woman. So as I was taught, is that gradually you get and you learn, more. So like when I'm 14, I'm not going to wear the same size of heels that I was wearing at another age. Okay. You know what I'm saying? As I get to 16, you get, acrylics this long. You know what I'm saying? As an 18-year-old, you are a young woman. That's a woman. She's a young woman, but that's a woman. So for her to be able to go and know how to maintenance herself, how to know how to take care of herself, know how to put herself together, she absolutely should know those things. I'm not saying
what age you got started?
Lashes. I'm just saying that a 13-year-old doesn't need to wear lashes to middle school. I just don't think that's a necessity.
Oh, so you don't think that?
Definitely not a necessity.
I just don't, and I don't think but borders, everybody, do y'all kids how y'all want to do y'all kids. But as for me and mine, in my household, you're not doing all that. That sounds like somebody with a job. But I think that young women need to know how to maintenance themselves, know how to take care of themselves. Like, absolutely. Beauty salons, nail salons, like, lashes, all that is a part of being a woman these days, and it makes you feel good. So I think that learning and teaching women developmentally for their age is what is appropriate. I'm not saying don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no lashes on because I was rushed out the house. You know what I'm saying? I bling too. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
So
no
you
big
think
deal.
it's a specific time that a child should start doing
And I
it?
can't. Everything is specific for each household.
That's
I
why
can't
he
say it
asking you,
that,
your
but
opinion.
I do. I believe that. Yes, I absolutely believe that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna have a 12-year-old out here dressed like what's his name, him and Gabby. Got the little. My 12-year-old can't wear that. So let alone the little boy, like. My daughter is not, y'all not going to see my daughter in no crop top. Like, you're not going to see my daughter with no acrylics on. She's 10 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Weaves, all that. Like, you're just not going to see that. I just don't, I believe that if I teach my children when I'm supposed to teach them, that they're going to love themselves the way they are, regardless of what you want to do when you leave here. It starts from within. And if you can't love what you have now, how are you going to love something outside of that?
You see how we got into that with sneaky links?
Listen, because at the end of the day, sneaky link culture
Is a what?
is a facade and it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
See, but that's because you view sneaky link as something derogatory. You view it as a negative.
I do believe. What do you view it as?
Linking sneakily. Exactly what it says.
Why you gotta be
Sneaky
sneaky
link.
if you grown?
It don't matter about being grown. Sometimes what you just said earlier. What you just said earlier about telling people your business.
Listen, it's
What you
not
say?
about telling nobody your business.
It is.
If you weren't telling people your business, they wouldn't even know you had a sneaky link. It wouldn't even be called a sneaky
That's
link.
the point.
The bitch would be a dot in your phone.
But she's still
Like, come on now.
is she still a sneaky link?
Stop it.
No.
Stop it. It's not a sneaky link. I just think that y'all putting a name on something that doesn't because the perception is what you guys are giving the children. Sneaky link is not appropriate.
Perception is based on individual.
It is based on individual, but as older people, as OGs.
But my kids don't view sneaky links as what you view sneaky links
How old are
as.
your children?
18, 13, 8, 5.
Well, the 8 and 5-year-olds. Cocoa Melon. You know what I mean?
No.
I mean,
Internet, TikTok. We're not
Okay.
gonna play.
okay.
These kids are not us.
Okay.
Let's
All right.
not
Okay.
act like these kids don't see what we see.
All right. So what is the sneaky link culture that you believe your children believe?
I don't think sneaky link is a culture. That was your opinion.
It is a culture.
In your opinion,
It
that
is.
it's a culture.
Because you can Google, you can hashtag sneaky link
You can
right
hashtag
now.
anything.
And
That'll make it a culture.
In reality, is it or it is not something that would pop up heavily?
Sneaky link.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what a sneaky link was.
Thank you. Okay.
I didn't know what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I was.
So I mean, you can't say okay because it's not a culture thing. He don't even know what the hell.
I didn't even know what
He
it
don't even
was.
know what to categorize sneaky link at all.
That's because
I was
he
lost
doesn't
on
live
that
that
thing.
lifestyle. You in here campaigning for that shit. Like, you know exactly what you're trying to do.
I'm campaigning for it,
You
or you
campaigning for that
you
shit.
brought up
That's
sneaky
what
link
we talking
culture.
about.
So I asked you the question based on something you brought up.
Yeah. I believe that sneaky link culture is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I believe that people shouldn't be out here glorifying you dealing with somebody one-on-one without nobody knowing. If ain't nobody supposed to know, shut the fuck up about it. It's not a sneaky link culture because it don't exist.
So, is it like, is the sneaky link when they are what you perceive sneaky link as? Is it when they are they cheating and sneaking around with
No,
somebody
you're
else?
dealing with more than one person at one time. You sneaking. Period. Point blank sneaking. As an adult, you could be sneaking. For the most part, it seems as it's really cheating.
So you're talking to more than one person. So you're dating multiple people.
Yeah. You're fucking straight up sex, doggy style, front back, Cracker Barrel.
But are they in a relationship?
shots,
Is this
huh?
person in a relationship, or are they just?
But from what I have perceived of it is that these are people in relationships. These are people that aren't even in relationships. These are people that are just, oh, this is my sneaky link. This is my favorite one. So this is who I go and sneak away with in the middle of the night. This is just somebody I'm creeping off with. Why would you be creeping off if this is the only person you're dealing with? If this is the only person you're dealing with, why is it creeping? I'm going to call this person and say, hey, shorty, can we hang out?
Yeah.
You be available?
I mean, but there are people who just don't want their business out there, so they don't even tell
But if
everybody.
It's not nobody's business. Don't nobody know. If only you and this person know.
And
it ain't
don't make
sneaky.
it not a sneaky link if nobody knows.
You love that title, don't you?
You love the title. It's your fucking topic. What are you talking about? I did not put that on the board.
What? You love
that's not on the board for me because you keep trying to make it like a me thing, and now you talk about some me, but and then you sit here talk about what you say? I'm advertising for it or some wild shit like that when I'm literally just asking you. I'm asking you your opinion on it. I'm giving you my opinion on it.
Yeah.
So like, could I say that you advertising against it? Like you so anti
you can
it,
say that.
but it's not. You just it's your opinion on what you view the culture to be.
Yes, I agree.
And that's A-okay. But I just don't. I have never even thought of sneaky link culture the way that you perceive
You
it.
had a whole fucking pitch.
What he
Did you hear what I said?
You said you believe that it was this, that you believe that, oh, it doesn't have to be nobody in a relationship. You had a whole standpoint on it. So clearly
I have a opinion that is different than yours
That's why
on
we
what
here.
the culture is.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. I'm not cheerleading for. I'm not cheerleading against. I don't have anything.
Okay.
I don't have
All right.
any skin in that
For the
game. I don't
record,
have to
y'all,
sneak
he not
on shit.
cheerleading.
I'm a fuck on who I want to fuck on.
You
It could be a
better say
sneak.
that,
I'm gonna say it's a sneaky link if
right.
you don't know, he don't know, don't nobody know. That's my sneaky link. That's who I fuck with.
All right.
On my time, it ain't nobody else's business. It's exactly what you said earlier. Don't tell nobody your business and you won't have to worry about it.
Correct.
That's what makes somebody a sneaky link. Somebody that I fuck with that y'all don't know about. That's why it's a sneaky link. I link with them on the sneak tip away from y'all minding y'all fucking business. That's my sneaky link. That's not derogatory. That's not how you view it though.
Which I get why somebody might want to have like something like that these days because a lot of people are in people's relationship and business.
Correct.
So
They
it makes
put 'em there.
sense why some people would be like, all right, I'm going to talk to this person, but not really put that out there because I don't want people to pry on what's going on in here. You know, so I think that makes sense.
Not for no cheating though. Like I said, it could just be one-on-one. You don't have to be fucking with multiple people to consider somebody that. I could be one-on-one. Me, I don't got to be dealing with nobody else. But if I'm fucking with this person and I ain't fucking with nobody else, but y'all don't know who I'm fucking with, that's my little sneaky link. You feel me? It ain't no nasty like nothing with it. I'm not creeping. I'm not fucking on multiple people. I'm not cheating on nobody. But that's that's who I fuck with under the radar.
All right.
And that person has the potential to come to the light when they want to.
And that's it. It ain't got to be nothing nasty about it though. But I respect your opinion on it, and I respect anybody's opinion on anything.
I absolutely respect your opinion on you too.
Yeah, you said
Yeah, I absolutely do.
yours is on the creeping end when people are creeping around.
My thing is
with multiple.
I feel like creating a scenario around something that, like, you know what I mean, do what you do, but don't. I feel like putting a label on it affects the children, affecting young people. I feel like we have a standpoint to this image that we have to uphold. What the narrative that we're pushing for the children, when it's like sneaky link. Yes, it may be something that a grown adult is doing where it's like, it ain't just like me out here cheating on somebody. It's me out here just dealing with somebody in a grown way, a respectful way, in my own way. But when I put the hashtag sneaky link on it, but because of what this person, that person, this person said about it, creates that space where now it's like, well, all right, that's what they taking from it, is that sneaky link. But you don't mean it that way. But when you use the word sneaky link, that's when it's like it's all one narrative.
Oh, so you're saying that it all fits under one perspective because
it all fits under one perspective because of what the narrative is out there. You, as a grown man, have a good point, a valid point. Like, all right, listen, it's not because I'm cheating. It's because I'm dealing with another human being or another woman in the same way, in a respectful way. But because of the narrative out there, if you hashtag sneaky link right now, you hashtag something like that or Google it, the stuff that's going to come up is usually somebody cheating on someone else or usually someone.
But the thing
around.
about that, we can't
push,
control.
who job is it to push what other people perceive what you're saying as?
No, it's not. It's not. What I'm saying is that at what point do you find responsibility in making sure that the narrative that you're pushing?
You can't.
No,
there's no way for you to do that.
You can't, but you jumping on a bat, using the term, and like, let's say you're on Facebook, and instead of saying, hey, I'm gonna go hang out tonight, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go meet up with my sneaky link.
Your perception and my perception, if we both read this post, right?
Okay.
You gonna view it as some bullshit. You gonna be like, look at this stupid nigga, and I'm gonna view it as, oh, you want to link with. That's two different perspectives for somebody saying one thing, sneaky link, right? But that's not their problem. The person who wrote the post.
But the thing is that We're not talking about adults. We're talking about the narrative on what these 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds are out
You
here.
don't know what all the 18-year-olds
But
feel.
we're not talking about everybody. We're talking about the majority. Let's be transparent.
You're
Let's
right.
be transparent.
The majority.
But
we're talking about the
what
majority.
is the majority? How would you even know what the majority?
Google it. You know what I'm talking
I
about.
don't
You be
have
on
to do
Facebook.
that. You are on one side of it. I'm on one side of it. There's 1 million people with me and 1 million people with you. How do you know
Okay.
what the majority is?
You right. You right. Well, nigga, the majority is me.
There you go. And that's how you
I
talk.
talk louder.
And that's how you talk.
talk louder.
That's
Majority
exactly
is
how
me.
you talk right there.
Majority
That the
is me.
majority is me.
Yeah,
That's how you
majority
talk,
is me.
and so I
Yeah.
get that wholeheartedly.
I
I definitely get that,
because we can sit here all night going back and forth on this shit. You
and that's what good combos are.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Move right along.
That's good. I hear you on that. So, I mean, do you guys view crying as a sign of weakness?
No, I
No,
don't.
not at all.
No.
Not at all. I think that that's a narrative that doesn't need to be pushed either. I think that crying is like, you can't be crying all the time. Everything hurt my toe, whatever. But I think that grown men need to be able to show vulnerability with their sons. And
So, if a man cries, it's not. Do you see that as a sign of strength or weakness, or what do you see that?
it's
As?
just, I mean,
Emotion.
in all transparency, it depends on the situation. Because like if a man is coming to me and he is vulnerable like that, that's absolutely a sign of strength, and it's honestly a sign of comfortability. This man's able to be like, I'm comfortable enough with you to show you my emotions. I think that's fantastic.
Would majority say that?
I don't know what the majority say. I'm on my side.
Ain't that about a bitch? I know you didn't.
Yeah, no, stay on your side.
I know
Ask your
you.
people.
I know you didn't.
Ask your people. Ask your people.
I know you just
Ask your
didn't.
people. Ask your people.
After you went that hard about the majority, you're not gonna sit on this motherfucking microphone and say, "Yeah, that's why I'm asking you about the majority." Because that's your opinion. Your opinion is the majority, but we know for a fact that majority. We know that growing up, and even now, there are plenty of people in the world, way more than not, will judge men and little boys for crying. That's always been that way.
Agreed.
So if the majority ruled in that, it would be viewed as weakness, right?
It just depends on who you're talking to.
Of course it does. It always does.
But what I'm saying is that I think that the narrative of little boys crying has been an issue before. But I think that with the level of wokeness that us people in our 30s have, and the narrative that we're trying to change, and the cycles that we're trying to break, I think that there's space for that. That's all.
One, I'll say, because I do know what you're saying in that sense. A lot of people would say that crying is a sign of weakness now, but I do see it as a sign of strength. But I understand why a lot of men, especially men, but people in general, don't want to cry in front of people. Just because, like, when you cry in front of somebody, like, you're basically giving a part of yourself, a vulnerable part of yourself that somebody hasn't experienced yet.
That poker face ain't poker face.
And some people don't know how to handle receiving that. Some people take advantage of that. They'll receive that, and then they use that to exploit that as a sign of weakness. So they'll say, "You look weak for. Why are you crying?
Yep.
You're soft for this." So they put you down for what was actually an act of, I think, an act of courage, because you're giving somebody a vulnerable part of you.
Another piece of you.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I
side.
agree.
You're basically saying that, because usually you're crying a lot of times out of pain, out of hurt, and you're trying to express that.
Yeah.
So you want that person to see like, I'm in pain right now. I'm emotional. And you're showing emotion as sadness instead of going to the anger, instead of going to frustration, instead of going to aggression as such. And so, like I said, people don't know how to handle that. So I understand why people don't do it, why they would be like, I don't want to show that side of me because I don't think you can handle it, or I don't know how you would handle it, or how you might try to take advantage of it. So instead, I'm going to show strength or restraint from going there. Or people go to opposite ends. I'm going to go mad. I'm going to go this. I'm going to go that. But most of it comes from pain.
What age did you find comfort in crying?
I would say like 20s.
You see how crazy it is?
Yeah.
You grew up all your youth not even knowing that, like, this natural reaction is okay.
Yeah.
You had to teach yourself. You had to teach yourself that feeling was straight.
Yeah.
Like it was cool to feel. We grew up as boys just knowing that like you don't cry. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Wipe your face. That's you acting like a little girl. We grew up all our youth thinking that, and then we supposed to go out into the world and have emotional maturity. Nigga, the only emotion we ever been able to deal with is anger. Little boys, it's cool when little boys be mad. Ain't nobody trip about no little boy being mad.
Yeah.
Put them in sports. Put them in fighting. Put them in some boxing or something.
Ain't that crazy though? Because then that's what we learn,
How to deal
how
with
to express pain.
with
Anger.
aggression, anger.
Yeah. And then you notice like, because even when you're mad, it comes from hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when somebody's upset, like usually if somebody would tell me that they're upset about something, I'd be like, oh, you're hurt. And then, oh, no, I'm not hurt. I'm mad. No, you are hurt
Yeah,
because
you
it
are hurt.
affected
That's the
you.
thing.
You let what somebody else did affect you, and now you feel a way about it. And you're choosing to express that way in anger.
Yeah.
Like, this
Yeah.
hurt me, so now I'm going to be mad about it. So I'm upset. Now I'm going to start wolfing.
How many grown men have ever told you that their feelings was hurt?
They don't. They go to anger.
And
It's
they
because-
feelings be crushed. Niggas feelings and emotions be in shambles, and they'll still look you in your face with tears and tell you, "No, I'm mad." Bruh, you're not. You are not mad. That's the only one you know of, but it's not what you're feeling right now, nigga. You are hurting. Do you want a hug, bro? No, hell no, nigga. You need a fucking hug. Like, even if it ain't from me, bro, you need it from somebody, bro. You are hurting.
Yeah.
Learn how to feel pain. Learn how to be hurt, my nigga. Stop thinking everything is aggression and anger, bro. You are not angry. You are hurting, bro.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like with men, I feel like that happens a lot more often. But when there's tension between men and a man is hurt,
Yeah.
it's harder for them to express to another man
hurt my
that
feelings.
you
Yeah.
hurt my feelings.
I could see that.
They rather be angry. You
Yeah,
know, like
I
I'd
can see
rather
that.
be upset because I don't want to say it hurt me because I'm gonna look soft in front of
Yeah.
this. So to show like I'm a man, instead I'm gonna be mad and be like, yo, you know, like,
Yeah.
and get on my
I'm gonna
tough
put my
end.
hands on
Yeah.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
We gonna fight.
The
And it's
bullshit.
like, you up here crying, eyes watering. We know you hurt, but now you're gonna say you want to fight?
You want to talk?
Yeah.
You don't want to. You don't want to have an adult conversation about it, so we can do that. Nah. What they want to do is what they were taught. It's what we were taught. All little boys, get that shit off your chest. And we're not talking about talking.
Yeah.
It ain't never a point where me as a young boy where somebody was like, let's talk about it or talk to them about it.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was telling me to whoop his ass. Whoop his ass. He did what?
Shake that shit off.
Whoop his ass. Go whoop his ass.
Shake that shit
Yeah,
off.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's right. But like,
Yeah,
god
yeah,
damn, you're
yeah.
not teaching these kids
Yeah.
nothing if you're doing that.
That's the emotional maturity, though, that's what I was talking about earlier, that nobody received. But now, as a generation that we are in, we are trying to help change that narrative, have moved the needle on how these kids handle their emotions, their feelings, and their needs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see what you mean in that. That's true. That
And
is
it's,
true.
it's terrible. It's terrible for all of us because then you got men who go out into the world to date 18, 20-year-old, whatever. You an adult now. You in the real world. You get in apartments with your girl and all this great shit. And you have no idea how to handle your own emotions. Ain't nobody ever taught you shit. And you finna learn on her back. That woman finna have scars. You've been whooping her ass emotionally because you have no idea how to deal with your own. And not worse than that, you have no idea how to deal with hers.
Yep.
You don't even know how to let her be emotional. Everything she say is stupid. Everything she say, oh, you acting emotional right now. Yeah, nigga, maybe you should try it. Like, maybe you should get on this side with me and deal with some fucking emotions because clearly it's just me. And guess what? We don't know no better.
Yeah.
We only learn by fucking y'all up.
Oh, that's the thing. And y'all don't learn by then. 'Cause
Some
men
niggas
are
don't.
most don't.
And I can do that too. Most
Yeah.
of I can.
Yeah.
I'm good with
Okay.
most.
Yeah, most don't.
I can. Yeah, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
disagree with
They
that.
gonna stress you out, baby. They gonna fill you up with a bunch of babies.
Mm-hmm.
Take your food stamp card. Baby.
But no, that's what that goes back to what I was saying. People don't know how to handle people's vulnerability.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
give that vulnerable side of I'm being emotional and they turn it on you.
Yeah.
And it's like you're not actually trying to handle that the right way. Let them express it and be like, I see you. I understand where you're coming from. I understand where this feeling is coming from and why you feel that way.
I think that's
Instead,
amazing.
it's like nah, you being soft. Get away from me with that weak stuff. You crying,
Crying
for
again, God.
No, that
Here
was
we go.
Keontae on here that day.
Yeah, Keontae was talking about. It's true though. It happens a lot. That joke happens a lot.
You crying again. You cry about everything.
Yeah.
Cry for free.
Well, man,
That's
guess
what
what,
it
bro?
was.
I'm feeling. I can cry. I feel.
Yeah.
Like you need to learn how to feel.
Right.
Hey, motherfucker, you need to drop some tears too.
Exactly.
It's just getting crazy. You don't feel shit. You just always mad. That's the only thing you know how to do is be mad.
And you know what? A lot of it comes because they're afraid to face that own vulnerability inside themselves.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed.
They're
Oh, my
afraid
bad.
to.
Gangsters don't snap. Let me not. Let me not snap. Nigga in the comments said gangsters don't snap.
Shut. Oh, you be snapping.
When Suave be preaching, I be like this. Go ahead, Suave. You know the poetry snap. Bruh said, I know he wasn't raised in the streets. Don't know street nigga snap. I said, oh, this crazy.
That's a wild.
This fucking crazy.
Listen,
Like
that's
niggas say
wild.
any fucking thing.
Yeah, I
Boy.
was like,
Whatever you
dang.
want to do. Because, baby, it's over.
Expand your horizons.
Right?
Snap a little bit. Go see some poetry, my nigga. Go in there and look around. It's a bunch of strong heterosexual niggas in there snapping, my nigga. It's okay. You ain't gotta be no pussy to snap.
They gonna be the one person in there, arms
Okay,
folded.
it's gonna be
looking
you can be the
around,
first.
Rolling his eyes.
Yeah, you can be the first. You can be in there getting
Yeah, just like you said, when that person who be trying to look tough everywhere they go,
Oh
it's so
my
annoying.
God, bro, we all in here chilling. Unfold your arms.
Yeah,
Unclench your jaw.
Wow.
Show your teeth.
That's a thing.
It's okay. We good. Everybody
Stop
good in
staring
here.
down
Ain't nobody,
everybody.
Ain't nobody in here tripping, bro.
Nobody's gonna bite you.
Like,
Just
it's
relax.
okay.
Relax. Yeah.
you ready to grab
You
the
out,
gun?
you out the streets, my nigga. You good? This, bro. We at the suburbs, bro. Unclench your jaw. Untighten your Arthur fist, my nigga. It's like,
We at the kitty park
bro, relax.
at Wet n Wild.
Why is you angry? You got your kids with you, mean mugging people. What are you doing? God,
It don't make no sense.
That is so funny.
Another thing that I was talking about with my the homie the other day was what kids do when they're little. He was basically talking about if your kid wants to partake in activities of the opposite gender,
Okay.
do you allow your kid to do that?
Is this along the lines of like taking a boy to see Little Mermaid?
I guess that would. I don't see that as
Like, listen,
such because I saw Little Mermaid.
Like,
this
I
But
think
weekend.
that
you
it-
seen it though. You
But
seen
to
it.
be culturally responsive and
Yeah.
culturally appropriate, you need to be able to see the movie to get your feedback. You know what I mean? As a little boy or not, like, oh yeah, I seen that. That was a good movie. But like, there are barriers like ballet. Like, I mean, so I'll say this: my son is very, very well rounded. Like dance. Like, I want to put him in dance. I think that he'd do really, really well in dance, and I'd like to put him in gymnastics so he could do the hippity hop part
Okay.
of the flipping and the tumbling.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'd be really, really dope at it. I was gonna buy him a kitchen because he wanted a kitchen, and the man can cook. His sister's kind of like can't really dance. Straight A student, really intelligent girl. Love my daughter to death. That's my road dog. But just I think that like when it comes to the rhythm and the move, like. But like what? Like there are levels to it. Like you're not going to home ec. Like what is it that we're talking about when we're talking about
Oh, wait, you said
gender appropriate things?
you said you would buy your kid a kitchen, though, right? You don't see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Because my son wanted a kitchen. It was gonna be like black and blue or something. You know what I'm saying? Something
And you
a little
said
modern.
you'll let them you let them go to ballet.
Ballet is a barrier, but there's
But I mean-
hip hop. There's hip hop.
But see,
there's
look,
dance, but
I'll say
there's-
this though.
There's dance.
Take this for example.
Mm.
One of the greatest dancers of all time,
Yes.
and this dude comes off very manly.
Yes.
He was in ballet when he was younger.
Listen, Justin Timberlake did beauty pageants.
Yeah, so I
And
mean,
so like, but it's levels to it for me. You know what I mean? You have to understand that there is still you only got so many hours with your time. It's like you can go to dance class, but it'll be multicultural, tap jazz. There's you know what I mean, hip hop versus me like you're just going to ballet. Like you're not just going to ballet, bro. You're not just doing that. You're just not. You're just
yeah,
not
because
doing it.
Tie Dyes was in ballet.
Yeah. Listen, was he? Never knew
Tie-dyes.
that. Fun fact.
Yep.
Oh, your tie dyes though. You remember that?
Yeah, Tie Dyes is in ballet. So you saying like if your kid wanted to play like with a Barbie or something, not happy.
So Ashton had this thing where, okay, so first of all, he was a Head Start baby. So, he would go to Head Start. He was full day. So when he would come home, he'd have these spurts where he would play with his sister's Barbie doll, like baby doll, actually. It wasn't the Barbie dolls, it was the baby dolls, but like 30-minute increments. So when it first happened, at first my instinct was like, take it away from him. But I'm like, let me stand back and watch what this boy do with this goddamn doll. When I tell you my son was so tender and so caring and such a great dad for like 30 minutes. Like after 30 minutes though, like they're on the floor.
Yeah.
But for 30 minutes, he would push the baby in a stroller. He would feed the baby. He would take care of the baby. And then I read something online where they talked about these are going to be the fathers. These are going to be like, no, bro, I'm not going to take you to the store and buy you no dolls and stuff. I'm just not doing all that. And it's that deep. But to see him be in a space where there are dolls and like the way he cared for that good 30 minutes. And he did it a few times, but like every time he did it, it was like a 30-minute increment. It wasn't something that like he was taking the doll to bed and all that. But for like 20, 30 minutes, that baby would take care of that doll. And he would just, cared for it like a mother, but like a father, I should say, respectfully.
Yeah.
And so I can't, I'm not one of those. I've seen I've seen it. So yeah.
You one of those.
I'm one of those.
So is your son? Would you allow your son to cheerlead?
So we're not cheerlead. You cheerlead with your mammy. with your pappy. You cheerlead with somebody else. There are so many other opportunities out there to present. If it got to the point to where, dude, listen, all right, you up in here trying to be funny. You got 4 boys. You listen, 1 out of 4. Come up just talk about, hey, Dad, I wanted to do this. What are you gonna do?
I just told my son that it was a quick way to get girls. And
so now you tricking them into getting it.
What's wrong?
Listen, y'all do what y'all want in y'all household.
You said 1 out of 4 or 1 out of 3?
I'm saying 1 out of 4. He got 4 boys.
Right.
He was saying, would you allow him to cheerlead? Now he was like, yeah, you are one of those. But I'm like, in reality, you got 4 boys. Mm-hmm. What's the numbers on somebody coming home saying that they want to do this?
What's this?
Anything that's outside of the norm.
So like cheerleading.
Cheerlead to do anything that's not gender, that's the other
being
gender.
Gay.
We're not talking about being gay. That's too far.
No, I'm asking, like, because I'm trying to understand the 1 out of 4, the reference that you're using.
The 1 out of 4 is that he has 4 boys. And if one of the boys comes home and says that they want to do something out of the gender norm that we're discussing right now.
Oh, so one of them decides to do something that's outside of the
gender norm. And I'm like, what are the numbers on that? Think about it. You got 4 boys now. The way kids live, the way everybody is what's the word? The painting the nails and the toe tips and stuff. I can't think of it.
There's a name for that?
There's a name for it.
I think all of those things are fun if that's what the kid want to do.
Is it like, are you talking about like metrosexual?
There we go. Thank you. Metrosexual.
Oh, okay.
Well, metrosexual used to be it was normal when we were coming up, but it was also unique. Nothing is unique anymore. Being gay is not unique anymore. Being anything other than straight is not. Straight is unique now.
Straight is unique?
To me, straight is unique now. Everybody's doing everything but what's the boy that's doing the demon stuff on the internet and wearing the upside down crosses? The little skinny one that dressed like Prince.
Nas X.
No, not Nas X. That's too far. It's the other one. Not Nas X. Nas X then crossed the line.
You talking about like I forgot his name.
Lil Yachty.
He's like Kodak Black.
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. And I don't know much about the young rappers and stuff, so I can't speak much on that. I'm not even gonna lie like that. But from what I've seen, he like, this is good fabric. I was like, all right, boo. I don't know.
You judgy.
I'm not judging.
You judgy as a motherfucker.
So you don't think somebody who dresses?
I've been talking to you for an hour. I know for a fact, bro, your ass is judgy.
You don't think that somebody who dresses like just?
It's levels to it.
Like okay, so if a man had on like bell bottoms and heels or something like that, is that too much?
Absolutely not.
That's too much.
That's way too far. That's not metrosexual.
If he had just like his nails painted and he had like a tight shirt on or like a crop top.
Me personally, absolutely not.
No.
Me personally,
really?
No.
Nick Gangsters is wearing crop tops.
That is not a gangster. That is a bottom.
Or gangsters was wearing crop tops in the 80s.
No, in the 80s. We're not talking about the 80s no more. We're not talking about those. We're not talking about the 80s.
It was straight though.
We're
It was
not
cool.
talking about that. We are not talking about the 80s because I know for a fact what they were doing in the 80s. We're not talking about the 80s.
But so you don't think that the way people wear clothing could evolve like how it did from the 80s to the 90s to now?
It probably will, but I have to say that there's a level of traditional in me to where me personally, like, no, you can't do that, bro. You can't
Really?
come in here with no booty shorts, hoochie mama shorts on, talking about it's cool.
Why you saying
sis.
really? You can't be surprised. She's very traditional. You can hear it, and majority of the opinions that she has that she's traditional.
How untraditional are you?
I'm not traditional at all. I think that anything can grow and be what it is. I don't think that a man painting his nails makes him feminine. I don't think a crop top makes him feminine. I don't think a crop top on a high school girl or a middle school girl makes her fast or mature or none of that. I just feel like sometimes clothes are just clothes.
So you
they
just
don't
go
have
with
to
the
be
flow.
absolutely 100%.
So where's the line for you?
Ain't no line.
You don't, because I gotta agree with like the whole clothing thing. I don't like, I see so many people doing like,
when I say that not just like, oh, girl has on a crop top and this is what it is. Like, you have to understand there are lines to teaching young ladies to be women.
That is what it is. That's what you said. Out your own mouth.
But you are men. You do not. When's the last time you learned how to be a woman? When's the last time you wore a crop top? Let's talk about you.
I'm not wearing a crop top. I don't feel like I look good in one.
I wore one.
I would if I had a nice little stomach area, I might pull a crop top off with my six pack and do some wild shit.
No, I wore one. I wore one like last
Byron,
week.
to me, you have a very eclectic style. Like, you have you have an eclectic style to me.
Is it what you mean?
No, like, so like if I
It's
see
different.
you with the line down your, like, it wouldn't make me.
Oh, I do
know,
wear
okay,
stuff on
so
my nails.
But
So.
I know you though. You know what I mean? I know
Yeah.
you. And I'm not saying with everyone, but it's like, if you're walking around here in booty shorts and crop tops, like, why am I not supposed to think that that's not out the abnormal? Like, why do I have to keep going with the flow? At what point do I say, well, you know what? Actually, I think that covering up your belly button, because we're going to a place of business, is how we do this. That you don't have to have your ass out to get anything accomplished. That take them goddamn lashes off because you're pretty the way you are. It's a problem. I don't have to. Me going with the flow doesn't make me any better than me not going with the flow.
I think that's a whole different topic though.
Yeah.
Well, we just,
From like men doing it and
men
you
doing
telling
it. I mean,
women.
same goddamn thing. Little boy shit was just a 12-year-old boy running around with a crop top on.
You don't have to have a crop top on, but your opinion on like little girls with crop tops was very harsh.
I mean, if that's how you want to feel it, mine ain't doing it. I ain't say what nobody else child could do. Mine not.
But you did judge the ones
You
doing.
said I judged.
Your word said you judged.
No, you
That
said
wasn't
I
me.
judged. You said I judged in your own little Bible. In your
When
own
you
little
was
book.
talking about sneaky culture, you said that this is perpetuated to the youth.
Correct.
So the little girls who
Correct.
walking around with crop tops
And it
on
seems like
and
you're the
eyelashes
only
and all that
one-
other stuff.
You're the only one, but this is called unbiased opinions, all right? I'm not here to agree with what you're talking about.
I never asked you to agree with me ever.
Okay, and
Not
I'm
once
not
have I asked you
asking
to agree with me.
I'm not asking you to agree with me. And
I
feel
disagree
like-
with these niggas every week. We talk. I don't agree with everything they say. It's never been me trying to push my opinion on nobody. I don't do that.
And I'm not trying to push my opinion on you.
I'm aware of that. I never said you were, but you are saying that about me.
Listen, I don't care what you believe in, but I'm telling you that if you want to wear crop tops and you want to do what you want to do and wear booty shorts,
You're going to view
But-
it.
You gonna judge?
I'm not. No, you said I was going to judge. I never said I was going to judge you.
What
You
you
said that.
What you gonna do? Because that's what you've been doing this whole time, judge.
Call it what you want. I'm giving you my opinion.
Your
But you- okay.
opinion is judgy. It's very,
Well,
very
that's
judgy.
fine. If you want to call it that, call it that. Nigga, you show up here in a crop top, nigga, I'm probably going to talk about you.
You gonna judge? That's my point. Bingo.
Yep. All right. Cool. Mission
You're
accomplished.
gonna judge.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You judge. You just like, finish talking about men and nail paint and crop tops and all this
Yeah,
other shit.
I said I
But
don't
saying
think it's
Suave do
appropriate.
it, Suave doing it is okay,
No, but I said he has a very eclectic style.
and it's okay.
Or is it not
That is-
okay?
I think it's okay. But my
No,
cousin,
but-
I've never
oh,
seen my
okay.
cousin in a crop top either.
But he said that he wears the crop tops and he do the nail paint, and you
But
saying that
he-
it's
but
not
he-
okay.
he
But if he
dresses-
do it, it's okay because you know him.
Listen, I'm not going around paying nobody else's bills but my own.
There it
which
is.
is what you have to understand.
I'm aware of that. I don't even understand how
I
you
just
keep making
feel
these kind of
I
points.
feel
Like I'm
your
not.
narrative is kind of like bullshit. I feel like,
What's my narrative?
I feel like you are trying to attack me about my opinion.
That's crazy. I'm literally just talking to you about your opinion.
I'm talking to you
Nah,
about my opinion.
he's just saying that the way that you're saying it, as far as it's
So
judging,
Am I alone?
person. But
Or
he's
do you
not
feel like
saying-
do you feel like she's been judging at all?
He's not gonna say anything because he believes the same shit I'm talking about. He not gonna let his sons wear no fucking crop tops.
Do you feel like her opinion is on the judgy side?
It's a little.
But it's to me, it's
That's okay.
Because
It's not.
like-
It's not a nigga. It's no shot at you.
Right.
I promise it's not a shot at
It's
you.
done now, baby.
It's just
You done
a. It's
already
just an
told
honest
everybody
opinion.
I was judging. It's cool.
That's my
I am judging.
opinion.
When I see y'all, I'm gonna judge the fuck out of you. Stay the fuck out of my way.
No.
Yeah, stay in my goddamn way.
No.
I think the thing is you're looking at the case of him saying that you're judging as a bad thing. But if that's what you do, then that's just what you do.
I just feel like
You know
every
what I mean?
narrative that I push today, that this man has came back and said I'm judging. Every
No.
single thing I've said, this
That's
man
not
has
true
said
at
that
all.
I've judged.
That's not at all true.
So me, as a man that sits behind the camera,
Yes.
when you talk about something, you're talking in general. Now, if you're talking about something per yourself,
It's my opinion.
no. When it pertains to only you and nothing around you, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's you.
Correct.
There's no judging in that.
I'm here
Now-
for my opinion, though.
Now, as far as your opinion, when you start to talk about other people and your perception,
Well, I
and
don't
what you
wear-
perceive a certain thing.
I'm not a boy.
Listen, I'm just explaining. Your perceptions and what you perceive of certain things are just a little judgy. I'm just want to say that.
That's all I'm saying, man. I ain't never attack you. None of your points have I attacked. I don't do that to nobody that sit on these couches. I sit on the couches with these niggas, and we
Okay,
have
thank
harsh
you.
disagreements. And I ain't never attacked
I've never
nobody.
seen you have a harsh disagreement.
And you ain't been watching these episodes.
Yeah, we have a harsh
Come on,
disagreements
man.
a lot.
That's crazy. And the way I'm talking to you is super monotone. It's very regular. I have not at all attacked you or
I mean,
none
I'm
of that
just
shit
saying,
you talking
but
about.
again, I'm saying how I'm perceiving it.
Right.
So at the end of the day, that's something that you have to understand, that you have to generalize, you have to understand, you have
Mm-hmm.
to respect. Is that if I'm telling you that everything I say, I feel like you're judging. That's your main answer, is that I'm judging. You've knocked down everything I've said for the most part. You've not been able to level. You've not been able to understand. You're just like, well, he's doing this and he's doing that and he wears paint, nail polish.
You're gonna watch this episode back and you're gonna see that all you saying is lying. I'm not. I never did that. None of that. What you're talking about, like knock down. I never knocked down none of your opinions. If I disagree with them, that is not knocking down your opinion.
No, I don't
It's
care.
just us
I
having
don't have a problem with you
discussion. So,
disagreeing.
but don't say I knocked down your opinions. I never did that, and I know I don't do that to anybody. Even when I disagree, I don't knock down anybody's opinions. I don't shoot nothing down. If I disagree, I disagree, and that's
All right.
fine.
Well, I apologize if I've
Trey is very he's strong on what he says, but he's not
Understanding.
gonna-
I'm open
yeah.
to everything, and
Okay.
I know when a
I
motherfucker
just-
is judging a situation. That's what he was just explaining to you. Is that like some of the things that you were saying? They're not from your perspective. They're broad. Like hell no. If they doing this, it's this. I don't care what none of y'all
what
say.
I'm telling you is that I'm going off of my opinion. I'm going off of what I know. I'm not out in the world hanging out with the people wear crop tops and booty shorts. I don't know what that is. I'm telling you, when I speak on it, I say for me and mine.
Mm-hmm.
I've said this several times. For me and mine, we will not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
I
that's
hear,
all I'm saying.
I get to hear
That's
you
all
talk
I'm
about
saying.
the men and the nails and the crop tops, and you like
No,
I'm gonna judge you. But then you
I
get
didn't
you
say I
call,
was
but
gonna
you
judge. Those are your words, though.
you just said that.
Well, yeah, you did.
Come on, man. You just said out your own mouth.
Yeah, I'm
After
probably
you
gonna
told
judge
me,
you.
after you told me several times, you're judging.
Now you judging. You just said stay away from me. I'm gonna judge you. You didn't say that.
So at this point, like I said, I agree with. If you feel like I'm judging you, guess I am at that point. Then
No, don't do that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah.
you. Don't be what I'm telling you. You are. Be who you naturally are.
If that's what if it's an in or out, absolutely I'm judging.
That's all right.
Absolutely I'm judging.
That don't make no sense.
Absolutely.
Well, I see it as like to me, it would seem like if we're going back on the topic of like the dressing, men wearing crop tops, men wearing just things that might seem feminine.
Eclectic.
Yeah. I would say if you said that, it's just different. Like me, for example, if you was just like, it's just different. Like, like.
But you
Me.
know, so listen, when my children come up to me and like, let's say my son sees somebody in something that he would deem not normal.
Mm-hmm.
That's my answer. Is I'm like, everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Like I'm not running around treating people and acting to people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. My answer to my kids is always, everybody's different.
So
I tell you, when the young man that is a little person that crumps came to Tita Michelle's house, Andrea and Aaron's daughter, went to, they were like, what is this? I'm like, listen, y'all know what it is? Everybody's different. Everybody's different because people come in all shapes, sizes. People wear wigs. People don't wear wigs. People paint their nails. People don't paint their nails. I can't explain to you why everybody does everything that they do. I'm telling you, when I talk about the stuff that I'm talking about, it's for me and mine.
So that's how you perceive it.
Everybody's different. I'm not.
That's your general thing and how you're going to communicate it to everybody else. But how you perceive it is the way you're saying it now, right?
You got to understand, I perceive people how I perceive people. You got to understand, I'm a people person.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of different friends. I got a lot of different rooms and spaces that I'm in. You got to understand that with my job that I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a lot of rooms at a lot of different times. Like, I perceive people as the way you walk up to me and the way you, whether you got a crop top on, whether you got nail polish on, whatever you do, like, you come up and you're respectful, I'm going to be respectful back. It's not about, like, oh, this person is a whore walking up and down Boulder Highway. Like,
yeah. I'm not saying you're going to vocalize it, but I'm saying
it's like
even
internalizing. Because you got to understand, I do know that everyone is different. That's a real thing.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that when I'm talking about the way that I'm conducting things, or for me and mine,
okay,
my daughter and my son will not be walking around in crop tops. Neither one of them.
So that's what you're saying.
That's
like,
all I'm saying.
You wouldn't have your kids.
I'm not telling my kid, oh, you know, this and this and that. Like, I understand the world is changing. I see the internet.
But don't you think that comes from like a kind of a perception though?
Absolutely. Absolutely it does. Absolutely it does. Because I feel like we are losing certain levels of normality and certain things.
But what's normal?
What's normal is us being able to, first of all, repopulate. Okay. Repopulating. It's a thing.
Like repopulate as in like
not gay, boy. Not gay. Listen to what she's saying. Not gay. That's what normal is heterosexual.
Did you not witness how
normal
he
is
broke down
heterosexual?
The last 3 conversations with this one conversation with just the last couple questions he asked.
Yes.
You saw that?
Yes. Yes.
I just want to know if anybody
yes, man.
That,
she
may not have realized what was going on.
I know that. I know because she we led this conversation from the jump with people feeling offended. That was your point. And through this whole conversation, every time I said something, you felt offended.
I was
it's
offended.
in your, I know, but you just talked about people doing it as soon as we started this episode. You talked about people not being able to talk to people because everybody's offended. And you have been offended by everything, although I have not attacked you on any front at all.
Oh my God. I truly feel like I feel like.
Of course you do, because you feel offended like everybody else we talk about.
Instead of responding and going on about your business, you are not allowed to say that I am judging anyone, regardless if you agree with the fuck I'm saying or not, regardless if you feel like I'm judging anyone or not.
Judging. Just because I'm saying it don't make it like an attack.
You are not a hierarchy. You are not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that.
Two niggas agree with me here.
I don't give a fuck
on you
what
being
they
judging.
agree with, nigga. You, the 1 million on my side still too.
They agree with. No, you gotta finish the episode.
Yeah, you got it.
Trey, you gotta finish the episode.
All I'm saying is that as much as my narrative didn't match up with his, I just felt like he wasn't allowed to say, you're judging. I just feel like you're not allowed to say that. I feel like you have to figure out, say what you're saying, go on about your business. I feel like it's 2 different opinions.
You have to figure out, you're saying that he has to figure out a way to articulate.
No, and he doesn't have to articulate to me, but you're just not allowed to look me in my face and be like, you're judging. Like, damn. So why can't I say that you're judging me by my opinion? Why not? Why am I not allowed to say that? Because you 3 agree on the same thing. Like, my opinion doesn't mean that I'm wrong. My opinion is my opinion. You're not allowed to say you're judging.
But your judging doesn't mean that you're wrong.
No, it doesn't mean I'm wrong, but you're not going to sit here in my face and get the hollering, I'm judging, nigga.
But that's why I said I think you're looking at judging as being a bad thing.
I don't like that narrative, and I told him that. And I told him to his face I don't like that. And he got up and walked his motherfucking ass
I don't think that judging, I think the thing is we as people don't want to feel like
we're judging.
We're judging because somebody's telling me I'm judging.
But my thing is, so You know what I mean? And so at what point does it become your opinion? It's like, okay, I'm judging. Even if you do feel like I'm judging, I don't give a goddamn.
Well, for example, if I go and I'm at a movie theater and I say this movie's trash and I'm,
You're judging
saying
the movie.
I'm judging the movie,
Okay.
and that's, if somebody was to say like you're judging, I'll be like, absolutely,
Yeah.
because I watched the movie. I'm saying how I feel about the movie,
Yeah,
and this is how I feel about it,
Yeah, I'm giving my critique.
Yeah. So I think if he's saying in that sense,
that's his opinion though. It's still an opinion on him thinking that I'm judging just because I don't agree with what he says, just because I don't agree with what the masses.
I don't think it's about agreeing or
my
disagreeing.
Thing is that I could say that he's judging me. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I would have to say, if I can interrupt,
no, by all means,
the commentary.
It ain't no commentary. You're commentating.
No, it's your commentary.
Oh,
the way you explain certain things.
And this is me, and that this is someone that hasn't met me or doesn't know who I am. Maybe I can come off a bit aggressive. You know what I mean? Because I'm not filtering as heavily what I feel about certain things.
Well, I think
you don't have to filter.
I think the fact of the matter is, just being honest, is we live in a judging world. A lot of people judge people, and that's just the fact of the matter. Like, people judge people for how they perceive them, and that's just real. You know what I mean? Like, people will walk around and they see somebody and they see how this person looks. They see the image of this person, or they'll see what this person is out there doing, and they immediately have a thought that this person is associated with certain things that fit their narrative and how they perceive the world. So if you see a boy in ballet, you might look at this little boy and be like, oh, this boy is gay, or this boy is soft, or this boy is this, and it may not even be the case. That boy could be as straight as an arrow, but people tend to judge people more so quickly on stuff like that. And I think that's more so what he was saying when he was saying that.
Correct.
You were judging. You see what I mean?
To jump in the comments, Shay Johnson, not too much. She feel like she right. Ariane's fan, boy, yeah, I do feel like I'm right.
Not the comments.
Yeah, the comments. She's very defensive. I am very defensive. I don't know that young man there. Okay, so maybe if you jump on here every weekend and you know who that man is and y'all agree with what he says, I'm going to be honest. He said shit before. I knew before I got to this motherfucker he was going to be a problem.
Who?
You know what I'm saying? Your boy. Him. Short Mac. Then, let's see, you are judging. You said it yourself. I don't get what the problem is with saying it. It's not a problem with me saying it. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the narrative of why he kept repeating it. I didn't really know what was going on. Like, you keep saying, you're judging. Okay, so what's the narrative on it? All right, what's past me judging? What's past me judging? Like, in reality, what's past that?
Well, that's for you to dig into.
Yeah, but I couldn't dig into it. He jumped the fuck up and skipped over the table.
No, but I mean, when the first time he said it,
yeah.
To me, he kept saying it. Every comment I made.
No, but that's the reason for conversation. You get what I mean?
But
like, so if somebody says like if you were to say like I'm judging, exactly. Take the movie example again, right? We go back to the movie. I'm judging the movie.
Okay.
You say you're judging the movie. I would be like, absolutely. But we can unpack it. You can be like, why are you judging the movie? I'd be like, because I watched it. I'm expressing how I feel about the movie.
There was no unpacking it for him.
Yes.
To me, I felt like
all open for unpacking.
So I feel like maybe you should stay from behind the mic because I feel like I'm the only person that is on my side right now.
We're trying to like explain it.
I came on a podcast though where people are going to disagree.
We're trying to
why
explain
you are being
it.
defensive. Doesn't matter if you know him personally. Shay, I appreciate you. Maybe you should come on here next, sweetheart, because maybe you don't know what's going on either. It's not about me being defensive. It's about this man always trying to be defensive and trying to be the boom 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 of the goddamn podcast. You know.
But wait,
listen, I'm not trying to be defensive.
You can't say that though. This is y'all first time meeting each other.
No, and that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that I didn't come on here to argue with that man.
Okay.
I promise I didn't come on here to argue with that man.
But you did say you came on here and you had already a perception of how you.
I did have a preconceived notion, but I shook that
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know this man in real life.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't know this man in real life. So it's like, all right, like, cool. You know what I mean? But then it's like, it goes from us having a conversation that I'm judging. Like, well, goddamn it. What's the narrative, bro? Like, okay, so what's past it? Then, I've circled it around. We were trying to get you the whole time. What are you talking about? Like, okay, so
No, it wasn't.
No, and I
nothing
don't
like
mean
that.
it in that. I don't mean it in that form. But it's like, okay, so what is the narrative? What, instead of you saying I'm judging, let's get past that. What else? Like, Shay, you add your take it easy now,
but
Joey, whatever.
This is the thing.
I'm not about it. I don't care about none of that.
I'm just gonna say the thing about Trey. He's not gonna like he's not gonna sugarcoat anything.
And I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything either.
But but that's what I'm saying. Like, so when he's saying it, he's saying this is what you're doing. So he's basically saying this is what you're doing.
Okay.
Now,
So what's the
but
next
that
level?
doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. You
Well,
know,
what's
he
the
never
next
said
level?
that it's a bad thing. You see what I mean?
To me, perception. I don't know this man.
Yes, but that's the way you perceive it. You get what I mean?
Correct,
But that's
the
why
way-
the conversation.
there was nothing else past that.
Yeah,
Oh.
but that's where the conversation comes in. So if you don't feel like you're judging, you can be like, "Hey, I don't feel like I'm judging because blah 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 blah."
So and
You see what I mean?
but before I felt like there was no space for that.
What do you mean though?
I
'Cause
felt
this
that in the sense of that once I'm like, all right, you're judging me. I feel like you're judging me, and him just like, I'm just not judging you. I'm just not judging you. Let him talk. I'm not judging you. Instead of him being a professional and being like, all right, listen. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to say. This is the articulate way to say it. Am I supposed to articulate the way I'm talking to you? Yes, the fuck you are. It's your podcast. Yes, you are.
We had a segment on that one.
What?
Articulating certain things to certain people.
Yeah.
We didn't feel like we had to.
Yeah.
Oh, these motherfuckers hate me today, baby. I done fucking lit this bitch up tonight. They hate me, baby. Yes, honey. Welcome to Death Row. Welcome to fucking Death Row. Yeah, go ahead, head out, boo. We'll see y'all next time. But these lives going up. Yeah. These motherfucking lives going up. Y'all thought Krishan was a problem. Nigga.
No, but
I
it's
got confused. Yeah.
no, but just in general, just to like break it down, like this is just a
We're gonna end cap this one.
But this is just, it's a space where you are able to speak your opinions. You're able to give your topics, but we just got to be able to handle it in a conversation basis. You know what I mean? So it's not even saying that it's nothing really to take offense. You know, like if
and
you.
So and you know what? And you're right. And you're right. I was offended because I don't know this man. So when you're judging, like to me that wasn't conversation based. To me, that was just like, all right, your narrative doesn't match up with my narrative. You're judging. I didn't understand the conversation-based part of that. I felt like as a professional, there's another way to conduct that conversation. There's another way to say, like, all right, well, you agree with this. Like, cool. You're just judging people. You can't wear, but he's cool. Like, what do you...
No, see, I don't think it's that either. See, it's just a matter of just... Like I said, it's all a conversation basis, like I was saying. So you just got to understand that, like, the way to conduct a conversation is you can easily speak your position. It's always going to be different positions. Like, he may see that for example, me and him got into it because I saw pregnancy in women, like, women sacrificing a lot, and I called it a compromise, and he didn't like that. Well, it's not that he didn't like that. He didn't agree with it. So me and him was going back and forth with that. Me, him, and Lenon, we were just all going back and forth on how we view pregnancy. Because I was more so on like women are giving up a lot, so the man has to, for the woman, But he was on the opposite side. But we're able to have a conversation, even though he's seeing it a certain way and he's strong in his opinions, and he's going to be like, yo, this is what it is.
Yeah.
This is how I see, this is how I view it.
Yeah.
We're able to still conduct ourselves and have a conversation without it getting to the.
But I felt like you guys also know each other. You guys also have a dynamic already. You know what I mean? Where you can go back and forth like that. Like, okay, I'm trying to go back and forth with you, brother. But at a certain point, I felt like, nigga, you're picking on me. What do you want? What do you fucking
I
want?
think that's what it is, though.
Yeah, I felt like you were picking on me. And I'm not ashamed to say that. Why the motherfuckers in the comments talking about disagreeing and shit? Yeah. It's not about me disagreeing. I understand what a podcast is. I understand the difference of opinions.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what the bottom line is, bro. Like, okay, so I don't want my kids to do this. Oh, yeah, you're judging. Like, okay. If that's what you want me to say, I'm judging. Cool.
Yeah.
But then you just said you were judging. Like, okay, what the fuck are we doing past that? I don't get that. What are we talking about?
You just didn't want him to keep saying it.
Yeah, you keep saying it. What's next, nigga? What the fuck is next? You're judging. Like, you're not a fucking professional. We're all opinion based in this motherfucker.
But I mean, like I said, it was just, I think what he was doing was saying that what you were judging on, the things that came off as you judging, he was just saying like, you're judging right here, or you're judging right here. You know what I mean? And that's just how he felt. But in the actual sense, if we're like calling it what it is technically judging. You get what I mean? Like if you're saying like, if you view a boy cheerleading as that's a girl thing, he looks soft doing it, then you're judging that boy, because that boy may not be any of the things that you're saying, but you're perceiving him in a certain way, and you're saying you are this because this is how I see you.
No, and I don't, and that's what I was trying to get across to him, is that what I have for me and my household, my job is to teach my children to love themselves from within, off top.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about me walking around. Hell, my daddy was gay. Gay is the daddy one of gays to do it all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and there are so many people in my spaces. Like, it's not about your sexual preference with me. This is about, my job is to teach you to love yourself regardless of whatever before you leave this household. My job is not to teach you to wear fucking crop tops. My job is not to teach you how to my maintenance, yes, as a young woman, but you getting your nails done, all that other shit does not make you anyone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It decorates the picture that you are. But all the shit that you require, everything that you are comes from within. So.
But you don't think that your outside is a reflection of the inside?
Yeah, but at what point? Nigga, when you pay your own bills, you can do whatever you want. You can dress that shit up however you want to dress it up. I don't give a goddamn. I'm not paying for no nails, though. Like, now, as my daughter, yes, like, as I do, there's just levels to it. I can't picture perfect all of this. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, my son, like I said, I think he'd be a phenomenal dancer. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably still put him in dance at some point. Because I really, really think he's truly gifted. I do. And I'm okay with that. But, like, oh, can I? He's like, why I can't wear nail polish? Because you're just not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to have this conversation with a 6-year-old. Like, there's levels to it. I'll have an age-appropriate conversation. Now, as my child get over, who's to say what I'm going to feel in 10 years, 15 years? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying, like, no, don't be, like, I'm not waving no flags.
But for an example, just a question, and we'll wrap it up after this. But for the reason, what would be the reason why you wouldn't let your child do that? Like, in your head, like, what is the thing that goes in your mind when your son says, I want to paint my nails? What's the reason why you say no? Is it because
we're not doing that?
But I mean, what's the reason?
The reason is that you are not about to, because my thing is, there's so much more to the world than that. And there are gender norms.
Correct.
But there's so much more to the world than that. And we're talking about someone that was just a toddler damn near a year or two ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not talking about somebody that has what's the reason you want to paint your nails?
Because they
because
say
you
because
see it
he,
out there. No.
Well, because he likes it.
Right.
He's seen it and he likes it and he wants to do it.
Okay, cool. Like that homework.
But it's no. It's no because what?
Because I pay the bills in here, and I'm telling you that. Listen, you cannot do that. We're just not doing that.
But no, that's.
And I get what you're saying, but I just feel like it's more push. Oh, you want to paint your nails and wear princess dresses? Like, bro, we're not doing all that shit. We're not.
But yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, what's the reason why you're saying no to that? I know you're saying because you pay the bills.
Be different. Everybody else out here doing it already. Be different. Be different.
That's the reason. Be different.
Be unique.
That's unique to him.
Be yourself.
That's himself to him.
Yourself is the way God.
I feel like the reason you
is that what it is?
Allow your son to do that.
That sounds like what it is.
I feel like the reason why she would not allow to do her son, just from her brother looking on the outside in, because she feels like it's being pushed on our younger boys and stuff.
I mean,
but if that's where you're coming from,
they gonna push on my baby. It don't matter. You're just gonna be you.
Hence why you.
That's why I said that.
Yeah, well,
but even when you said the God thing, that could be part of it. It could be your strong belief in your faith in God.
It ain't that deep. I water my own flowers, baby. It ain't that deep.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
I understand what you're saying, but yeah, it ain't that deep. Like I'm in a space now where Yes, I believe in a higher power, but I also believe in watering my own flowers. I believe that when I've lost things that I was like, oh God, please, like, and nothing came.
But I think it also comes
I don't
from something you said earlier, because you said you kind of have like a traditional
I
view,
do, absolutely.
and that could be where
And
it stems from as well.
I feel like that's an aspect of it. There are traditional roles, and I mean, again, I understand times are different. I'm not like everything is everything, but I mean, again, we'll see. You know what I mean? But as for now, like nobody's wearing crop tops. I'm the only one.
Oh, I was about to say I do wear them.
I'm doing the nail polish. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Dre a little bit. Like, yeah, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that.
All right, so what's the takeaway from this
I appreciate
podcast?
y'all letting me come through.
What's the takeaway from this podcast? Don't judge. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, don't judge.
Yeah, that's the one.
Don't goddamn judge.
I'm gonna say it for you, Trey. Don't judge.
No, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys as always for the people who still in here.
Jump on the damn podcast.
We appreciate you guys who keep sharing the videos, who keep liking it, all that stuff. It's getting up there, so I definitely appreciate that. Trey appreciates that. We all appreciate it. Ryan appreciates it.
Make me a reel.
Yes. So yeah, we'll get you on the reels for sure. Thank you for coming so much. I appreciate you.
All right. It was a really great experience.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
It's an experience for sure.
Did.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna humble myself.
Yeah.
I am. I've learned a lot. This is a lot. I need a cocktail.
You gonna go take a drink after
Oh
this?
no, I'm about to get me a drink after this.
No. But yeah, we love you guys so much, and thank you for the support, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.